Horse Program is weekly update. Hey everyone, welcome back to the 8th episode of Horse Programming's weekly updates. I'm still learning how to code, and today I have with me part 2 of Dungeon Crawler that I'm making. Kind of tired today. This, as I probably told you last week, is an assignment for school. And I've been working hard to make it work for assessment. I've been adding some features since last week, and I will show them to you. And this week I will also show some code that I did that wasn't really a part of the assignment. So yeah, here it is. As you can see, we have a main menu now with some settings. I'll press space here to go into the settings. Why not? We can see already here we got some problems since I made the console text stronger for you. We can enter a hero name. Let's go with hero. And we also have the choice to animate dice throws now. And let's do that. And yeah, then we can enter the game. And you're greeted with this prompt that tells you to maximize the console window because the console buffer height, and especially the height for this particular program, needs to get bigger if you want to make it working in a good way. So I added a prompt to tell the player to maximize the window. I saw that there are some ways you could maybe do this for the user, but I didn't have time to check that out really. Let's go into the game. So this looks a lot like last week. I think I added some color behind the walls. But yeah, that's basically it. You still have a hero and you steer it with your arrow keys. So let's find a monster. A rat here. And we get the bug. I think that's because I made the console text a little bit larger. Let's try again. Why does this keep happening to me? Okay. After some tinkering with how big you can make the text in the console, let's try again. Here we go. Let's see if we can find an enemy. So, all right. Here we go. We got some dice rolling on the screen. So this is basically what I added since last week. Looking back, it doesn't really add a lot to the game. Like, for instance, a win condition or a new level or a boss fight or something would have it would have made the game funnier to play. But this is what I put the time into doing. So probably should have done something else, but at least it looks a bit more fun than before. And I also fixed the death screen so it doesn't bug out a lot like it did last week. But yeah, this is basically it. You can go around and kill creatures. And let's see if we can also die. So we can see what happens then. So the problem with animating these dice throws is that the combat takes a little bit longer, and I don't know if that's what you want to do. Let's see if these rats keep on attacking me. I want to die. Let's see if we can sneak past them. No, we can't. These are some feisty rats. Okay, let's go up to the snakes. These are harder enemies. Come on, snake. Deal some damage. 1 HP left. Let's go. Alright, we died. So now you can go back to the main menu. And you can get the default settings. Like that. And now we can go in again. And now we have the game without the throw animations. So this is a faster paced gaming experience. Yep. That's basically it. So, let's see here. So what I thought I'd show you this week is how I made the animations for the dice. A quick look at that. So the way the levels load is by reading from a text file that looks like this. So I figured, why not make some why don't paint some dice, and we can do the same thing. So what I did was write out some dice like this. The snakes have a D8 die, so I needed them to go up to 8. As you can see, I've separated the die by a backslash or a slash, whatever they are called. And so each character gets a set of dice, attack dice and defense dice. And like for the constructor of the dice, I use a load animated dice method to set an animated dice property of the dice, which is an array of strings. And so it looks like this. We get the path to the text file, and we make a new string array with the 8 dice, with space for 8 different dice. And then we read the text file, and we split the string that we get from reading the text file by the slashes, so it will become 8 different strings with each die. Yeah. And then we loop 8 times and set the 8 strings in the string array to whatever dice is we want to put in there at the moment. And let's see here. Yeah, this is the method that prints the dice. So The thing that was a bit wonky with this is that you have to keep track of positions on the battlefield that you want to print the dice. So setting the Y coordinate to 23 puts them right under the text that tells the player which character is rolling their dice right now. And I'm also keeping track of how many dice has been thrown already this combat phase. And so it will set the X value to how many dice have been thrown already times 10. So then we get some, every dice gets space to print. And to make it look like it's actually rolling, I make a random object, and I basically make 5 random dice that will print out pretty fast with a small little thread slip between each print, so it will look like it's rolling somehow. And then the actual result that the player get on this dice roll is the die to print, which this method takes in. And so how I print these, so I set the first X and Y position. So this will tell this method where the dice should be printed, like the starting position. And then I set like a current X, current Y to these values. And then I loop through the string with the die, animated die in it. And so the thing with loading from a text file is that you get some new lines and some R's. And I don't remember the name of these, but I think they do something like put the cursor position to like the left. So I tell in this loop, I tell the method to when it's not this one or this one, it should set the cursor position, like where to print in the console, to the current X and the current Y. And it writes out the character that we're in the loop, and it tells the current X to go up 1 step. So it prints and then it goes 1 step to the right. And so the thing with these strings I figured out is they start with a new line, as we can see here. It makes a new line, and so here we have a new line before the first char of the die. So every time we're at the new line, if it's the first one, if it's this one that we have here, we should not do anything with that. So if it's not this one, we write it out. So we write it out. I don't know if we have to do that. Whatever. But then it sets the X position to make to become the first go to the left, and we say that the Y position is 1 step down. So that's how I print these dies. All this code is pretty smelly because I just wanted to make it work and I didn't have time to clean it up before handing the assignment in. So I think you can do this a lot better. But I guess you always can. That's it for this week's episode. Go out and make some animated dice yourself if you want to. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. And we'll see if I keep working on this game, adding some spells or like a new level, or maybe we should start with a win condition. Those are always nice to have in games. We'll see. Otherwise, I'll show you something else that our teacher has been talking about while everyone is working on this game. Yeah, we'll see. Thanks for watching. Have a good time and see you next week. Bye bye.